Today I fucked up by giving my grandma pepper spray. So I'm not sure if this fits here because it didn't happen to me and it was a couple of months ago, but it is too hilarious not to share. We live in South Africa, so my whole family carries pepper spray with them most of the time due to the rampant crime in our country. One of the types of pepper spray comes in a small thumb-sized canister to make it easy to carry in public. One day my grandma walks into my mom's room and immediately my mom starts coughing and her eyes start tearing up. My grandma then tells my mom that she found some perfume in her bag and she thinks it's expired because her eyes don't feel normal. She forgot that it was pepper spray, and sprayed it on her neck like one would do with perfume. The weirdest part is that everyone around her was coughing and wheezing, and she seemed perfectly fine despite her eyes watering and being a bit red. We were concerned at the time, but everything turned out fine and now we have a good laugh every time someone brings it up. Too long didn't read. My grandma thought her pepper spray was perfume, and proceeded to spray it on her face. Grandma is tough, and she is an absolute sweetheart at the same time. Finally, an essential oil to get rid of people. Edit, I got my cherry popped. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. In South Africa, the grandma is feared. Damn, your grandma is a savage, bro. Granny rolls up. Everyone is incapacitated on the floor coughing. Granny, this perfume sucks. I'm taking it back. You got the receipt, honey? Family coughing and choking. Grandma walking around wondering why she raised such weaklings. Today I fucked up by showering with my GF. So this happened 5 years ago when I, F18 at the time, had my best friend aka girlfriend over for the first time. My parents are religious, so they had no knowledge of my true relationship with said best friend. So my GF and I had our first sleepover, first time doing the do with anyone for either of us, and in the morning decided to shower off in the bathroom connected to my room while my parents are out and my brother is the only one in the house. Keep in mind this is my first shower with a girl ever. The day after having sex for the first time ever, I wasn't about to leave that shower anytime soon. So we are having a great time when my brother starts knocking on my bedroom door. Me, go away dude. He continues. Dude, seriously, I'll be out in USEC. He continues, obnoxiously louder now. Maybe if we ignore him he'll just go away. Nope, he's even worse now. Fine, I get out while my best friend finishes cleaning off. I come to the door in a towel, pissed AF. What did you need that was so important? Couldn't you hear me? Him, couldn't you or your best friend hear me? Why didn't either you come to the door and answer? Mom wanted you. He shoves a phone in my hand. My mom is immediately in my ear yelling, asking why neither of us would answer him. We were taking a shower and didn't hear him. Mom, you were both in the shower? Me, yeah. This was followed with an awkward silent pause. Mom, how dare you do that under our roof with your brother in the house? Mom, she's my best friend. Girls do that. You don't do that though. Got me there. Like Mom, we responded. It was just a bit of fun. We didn't know he had you on the phone. At this point I'm convinced that she knows of the sins I have committed in the last 12 hours and that if I don't burn in hell she sure enough would make life my hell. To this day I still don't know if I ever convinced her or not, but a few months later after moving to college I came out anyways. They still don't approve, but I love them anyways. Just glad that they didn't kick her out immediately and send me to conversion therapy right after. Lol. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by getting caught in the shower with my girlfriend by my brother and religious mother when no one was supposed to know I was gay. But why didn't your brother just tell your mom you were in the shower? Like, that's literally all anyone has to say to someone on the phone and the person calling understands and will call back later. We could hear him pounding on the door, but I don't think he could hear us respond, so he thought we were just ignoring him. It was so sad for me to read that last sentence. Glad I wasn't kicked out. No kid should suffer this and no parent should apply said behavior. As a parent, I find the notion of kicking out a kid to the street repulsive. I'm happy for you that it turned out better than that, as you deserve. Want to believe your parents are smart enough to love you just the way you are. Sorry for the serious reply in a funny thread. Wishing you happy life and long showers. Or thank you. They love me but are convinced that my choice in partners will ruin my life. I try to live in spite of it, like because you think I'm going to fail and never have any happiness in life. Watch me be more successful and in love with life than you guys have ever been. I'd if that's healthy, but it's motivating at least. I hear a lot about kids' parents kicking them out over what they believe in and their sexuality. My wife and I are having my first kid and she asked me what I'd do in this situation. I said A. Everyone loves who they love and everyone believes in their own way. B. She would still have a place to stay and I wouldn't be mad. In fact, I'd let them continue their fun as long as they are both 18, gotta follow laws too. Thank you for your story. It sounded like a both a day I fucked up experience. It does make me sad, however, how you had to live with that threat over your head, of being sent off just for being who you are. Good survival instincts there, keeping it a secret until you were safe from their control. Fuck your parents. Love them or not, still fuck them. Today I fucked up by listening to my mom instead of trusting my gut, which sent me to the hospital. Obligatory. This happened a couple of days ago now. I have a severe and weird allergy to mangoes. It's often quite easily avoidable as I stay away from most fruit juices, and of course read the ingredients of any fruit juices / candies or other fruit related products before ingesting them. Well, Sunday afternoon that all changed. I was sitting poolside with my family having a couple of drinks when my mom cracks open a vodka soda type drink that is labeled as tropical and offers me a sip. I immediately reject the drink, knowing that quite often anything labeled as tropical is likely to have mango juice of some sort in it. Apparently my rejection of the drink made my mom feel like I was questioning her mothering skills. I'm 35F by the way, and she got upset with me and said as if I would offer a drink to my daughter knowing that it could kill her. I tried to soften the blow by saying it's just a knee-jerk reaction and asked to see the can. I read the can, and no mention of mango juice, just says natural flavors. This is where the fuck up began. Went against my gut feeling and said to pour me some into a cup with ice. I start taking a couple of sips and notice immediately to me it tastes like mango. Yes, I have tasted it before, which is how the allergy was discovered, which I mention, and my mom dismisses it by saying I'm just being paranoid and obviously there's no mango because the can didn't say there was. I take a few more sips and start to notice a weird tingle on my tongue and in the back of my throat. A few more sips and this is where I realize that I should have trusted my gut. I start to feel like I'm having trouble breathing and I can feel my tongue swelling quickly. I immediately get my mom's attention and she goes into panic mode, asking me to tell her where my EpiPen is. Meanwhile I can barely talk at this point, and this is when we realize my EpiPen is in my other purse. Fuck. My dad calls 911 while all of this drama is unfolding in front of him, and at some point I lose consciousness from the lack of oxygen. I wake up to two paramedics on the ground beside me, one placing an oxygen mask on my face while the other is running a flashlight over my eyes and talking to me, though I have no clue what she's saying. A few minutes later they explain they've given me epinephrine, and want to take me to the hospital to make sure I am okay, which I obliged to. Of course, while on the ride there they ask how this happened. I explain the whole situation and then I get a lecture about how I should always carry my EpiPen. Anyway, I spent the night in hospital, recovered fully with no issues, and have learned to always trust my gut when someone offers me a fruit-flavored drink, even if it's coming from my mom. Too long didn't read, have a serious allergy to mango, trusted my mom wasn't trying to kill me, ended up in anaphylactic shock and got a lecture from paramedics about carrying my EpiPen. My question is, how did your mom react, say or do after all this? She felt absolutely terrible. When I regained consciousness, she was at my feet and kept saying she read the can. She rode with me to the hospital and told the paramedics it was all her fault. I don't feel that way. I'm a grown woman and should have trusted my gut. I'm sure one day we'll laugh about it, but for now she calls me every few hours to ask if I'm still okay. Damn, I never realized how fast allergies can affect someone. I'm glad you're okay. I don't know much about allergies, but I'm pretty sure if you didn't get to the hospital fast you would have been in all sorts of troubles. Thank you. Yes, food allergies tend to affect the person very quickly, and can be fatal. I am very lucky my dad acted calmly and quickly when he realized what was happening, otherwise the outcome could have been deadly. On behalf of the mangoes, we're sorry. Thank you, I appreciate that. So thankful it turned out okay for you. Thank you, me too. Do you have a latex allergy as well? A former boss of mine has one, and also has the same reaction from mango. And yet the dumbass loves mango. I told him if he ever proceeded into anaphylactic shock I was going to kick him in the balls before I stabbed him with an EpiPen just for knowingly putting us through that hell. Nope. No allergy to latex, thankfully. Haha, wow, doesn't sound like too smart of a person. He'll get stabbed with an EpiPen once and that will definitely change his mind. Lol, those things hurt.